Welcome to the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education's video series on Educator Evaluation. This video will provide information about the process for evaluating new teachers. This video will also provide information about the particular practices essential to the success of the new teacher. Teaching is complex. It requires a wide range of skills and knowledge. A successful induction process that includes effective mentoring support focuses on particular skills and knowledge that develop effective teacher practice. This is especially important for the first-year teacher in the critical first 3 months of practice when isolation, stress, and fear of failure are particularly prevalent. Improving the effectiveness of the teacher and the achievement of their students occurs through a focus on the evidence of the teacher's knowledge and skills. Typical areas of focus include classroom management procedures and routines, effective instructional practices, understanding the school community, engaging in ongoing professional learning, and participating in teamwork among administrators, teachers, support staff, and community members. The initial years are particularly important as a time to assess and develop performance. The challenge is to assess and develop performance without overwhelming the new teacher. Given the many things the new teacher must learn and adjust to, the key is providing the right support at the right time. An example of how to provide the right support at the right time is illustrated in the state's new evaluation model. The Missouri Educator Evaluation System was officially adopted by the State Board of Education in May 2013. The system includes evaluation instruments for the teacher, principal, and superintendent based on standards and quality indicators at each level. While districts, LEAs, have the option of adopting or adapting the state model or developing their own for evaluating educators, it is important to know that educator preparation programs will use the state's model to assess the performance of their pre-service candidates during their clinical experience. It is therefore important for districts and charter schools to be familiar with the knowledge and skills that are expressed in the standards and quality indicators of the state model, as well as the process used in the teacher evaluation instrument. The state's new model educator evaluation system differentiates the evaluation of a first and second-year teacher from those with 3 years or more of experience. This differentiated process is designed to align to the state's mentoring standards and is based on research about the characteristics and experiences of the beginning teacher. It takes into account the particular challenges and needs that new teachers face in the initial years of employment. This process strikes a balance between a need to accumulate performance data on a new teacher and yet guard against overwhelming the new teacher with a very extensive and complex evaluation process. This is achieved by assessing certain performances at certain times during the initial 2 years of teaching. In this way, the new teacher receives feedback on performances particularly relevant to what they experience throughout their first and second year of teaching. Specific skills are of particular importance at certain times of the year. The context of the community, and in particular the characteristics of the teacher's students, will have some influence over the types and timing of knowledge and skills the new teacher will need to possess and demonstrate. However, there are generalizations that can be reasonably concluded regardless of the context. For example, knowledge and skills associated with lesson planning aligned to district and state curriculum are especially relevant in the days just prior to the beginning of the year when the teacher is planning for the first few weeks of school. Likewise, skills involving classroom management, procedures, and routines are of particular significance in the first few weeks of the school year. Specific indicators are identified for specific times throughout the first and the second year of teaching. In this way, novice educators are supported on significant practices at a time when they need support on those performances most. Additional information about evaluating the new teacher can be found as part of the state's Educator Evaluation system. Included are explanations and descriptions regarding the new teacher evaluation process. Also included are specific forms used to provide feedback to the new teacher on their performance throughout the first and second year of teaching. You can find more information regarding the essential principles of effective evaluation and the state's new model educator evaluation system on the Office of Educator Quality's homepage at desi.mo.gov/EQ.